Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome to this introduction to Winter's Guide to Personal Endeavours. In this series I will cover what is, in my opinion, the best way to complete the full collection of personal endeavours. Throughout this series, each episode will keep a number of things in mind. For example, each episode will attempt to require the least amount of effort from you in order to maximise your time investment. While doing this, episodes will also attempt, where appropriate, to maximise the rewards you get for your time investment, such as dilithium marks and or loot earned. Now, I want to show you some of the possible results for following this series. So I'm going to open up my inventory here and go to the Assets tab. And I want to direct your attention to the amount of Dyson Sphere marks that I have. And as you can see, I have just over 51,000 Dyson Sphere marks. That is as a result of the way I complete personal endeavours. Now, believe it or not, I actually had, up until recently, just over 100,000 Dyson Sphere marks, but I turned in about 50k's worth fairly recently into dilithium. Now, speaking of dilithium, I want to show you or direct your attention to the amount of dilithium that I have. And as you can see here, I have just under 10 million dilithium ore, and I have just under 10 million refined dilithium. So I basically have the guts of 20 million dilithium on this character alone. And again, that is as a result of the way that I complete endeavors. And if you follow this guide for doing endeavors, you will find a significant increase in the amount of Dyson Sphere marks that you earn and the amount of dilithium that you're earning on a daily basis. Not only that, but also EC as well. And while 178 million EC isn't a huge amount, it is still fairly significant. And as you guys know from my various other series, I always pick up my loot, and when my inventory would fill up, I would convert that into energy credits. Now, I have actually already finished the Endeavour system. I am currently at the max rank, which is rank 600. And I have noticed a significant drop in the amount of dilithium I am earning per day, as well as the amount of EC that I am earning as well, not to mention Dyson Sphere marks. And that is basically because I have stopped doing endeavors. Basically, I have more important things to be doing now that I have completed the endeavor system. So I don't really do endeavors anymore unless they kind of fall into my lap. But if you follow this guide and the recommendations that I make, you will see a significant rise in the amount of dilithium and Dyson Sphere marks and EC that you are earning on a daily basis. Throughout most episodes, I will try to give alternatives to my recommendation. That is not always possible, but for the most part, I will try throughout most episodes to give you a couple of options for you to complete a particular endeavor. So next I want to thank everyone who has been sending messages and mails and stuff like that and asking me to actually do this series, because I know I'm late to the game here, and there's plenty of recommendations out there, but I've had quite a few people who have contacted me and asked me to do a endeavor series for personal endeavors. I was going to make this a Winter's Top Tips 2.0 series, but I decided to call it Winter's Guide to Personal Endeavors instead. But yes, thank you sincerely everyone who has been on to me to do this series. So I hope all of you do enjoy this series, and above all find it equally helpful as the other content you have come to expect from my channel for Star Trek Online. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. My name is Winters, and I'll see you next time. So until then, take care.